Alright, hello and welcome everyone. So in this video we are going to see the authentication decision, right? So we have seen in the Microsoft Entra Connect there are various functions or features which we can use to provide the single sign-on to the user. So few of them are password hash, pass-through, federation, and then password hash sync with the existing ones, right? So now let's go with one by one and see which will be the best option regarding to your organization needs. Okay, so the first question is, do you want entra id to handle sign in completely in the cloud? Okay, so if you want that, okay, Microsoft entra id should handle all the users or the sign-ins in the cloud, then you select yes. But if you don't want, like Microsoft entra id shouldn't handle, then you select no, right? So one thing I have explained, like federated ip, right? If the authentication is a provider outside of entra id, then you should select no. What is an example of an federated credentials, which is Gmail, right? So Google has the Gmail credentials, or we have our Gmail IDs, right? So it will be the federated IP. Okay, so we select no for that case. And the second question is, do you want to integrate with an existing federation provider? Now you already have Gmail as your federation provider, so you select yes, and then obviously it will come to federation only. Now what is the difference between these two? What is the question? If you want the sign in disaster recovery or leaked credential report, then you can match federation with the password hash sync. If you don't want that, just simply deploy federation. Okay, so this path is cleared. Now when do we use federation? When we have identity provider outside of entra id. Okay, so now this is completed. Now let's go here. What if you already don't have an existing federation provider? Then you come down here, and do you have a sign-in requirement not natively supported by entra id? If your sign-in requirement is supported by entra id, then you can go here. If it is not supported, then you can go outside and look for a federated credential provider, identity provider. Okay, but if the identity Microsoft entra id is providing, the it supports, then you can go down and go for the pass-through authentication. Now here also the same question. If you want disaster recovery or leak credential, then you match it with authentication with password hash sync. Okay, but anyhow you are using the pass-through authentication. Now one more time, why do we use pass-through authentication? When we want to use any other provider but we don't have any sign-in requirement and it is supported by entra id, then we will select pass-through authentication. Okay, clear? Now the last step is, if we want completely that Microsoft entra id should handle, then we say, okay, do you want to enforce user level active directory security policies? Okay, any policies that you want to associate with the user? If yes, then again you have to go here and see if it is using federated. If it is using, then you come here. If no, then again the pass-through authentication. Okay, so if you don't want any user id policies, then you go here and check for the same thing. If you want disaster recovery, or you go to federation. If not, you simply use the password hash sync. Okay, if the entra id is supported. Okay, if it is not supported, then you can go to federation, but if it is supported, then we use the password hash sync. So this was an overview of how to select which entra connect features you are going to use to provide the single sign-on to the user. So anywhere we can use anyone, but we have to use the the best possible way to give the access. Okay, so now in the next video we are going to see each and every one by one. So the next video we are going to cover the password hash sync, how it works on prem and on cloud, and how user is getting single sign-on feature. So see you in the next one. Thank you.